If you run a bakery business, there's a good chance that most of your initial orders are from friends, family, and mutual friends. But the key to running a successful business is that strangers start ordering from you. And this does not depend on luck, recipe, or algorithms. Most home bakers don't scale because of these 5 things, and I used to do this a lot. Hi, I'm Maria. I own a bakery in Bangalore. I've been baking for 6 years now, and for the first 3 years, I was very stagnant and hardly made any sales. I'm very grateful that over the span of a year, we grew from 1,800 followers to about 25,000 followers, and now we are at 38k followers, which I'm very grateful for. But that being said, your Instagram followers does not equal to the profit. Someone can have a huge number of followers, but if it doesn't translate to a sale, then there's no point of it. Here are 5 mistakes that I am guilty of making. First of all, you think small. You think, okay, this is a hobby, and you don't think of it from a point of view of a business. Your bakery business needs intention, it needs clarity, like I shared in my earlier videos. The problem with bakery businesses, especially if you're starting from home, you're going to wake up in the morning and be like, I don't want to bake today, but that's not how a business works. You need to be like, okay, from this time to this time, I'm going to do everything for my bakery business. You need to treat it like working hours. That's the only way you can get out of this. And to add on to that point, your bakery business name is very important. Don't think of it as just another brand that you just think of a funny name. It does not work like that. You need to think of it long term. Like, what if this name is going to be on a board? Is it going to be okay? Second, you are scared to put yourself out there. You are scared of the visibility, and that's a problem. If you want to make it in the baking industry, more people need to see you, and you need to put yourself out there. And with putting yourself out there comes rejection, and you should be okay with getting rejected. When I started my bakery business, initially I never used to go out and sell anywhere, and then I started putting stalls, and people would say no because for various reasons. And then I started reaching out to other cafes, and they said no. But now these cafes are coming and asking me to supply to their bakery. Third, there's no clear identity. If you throw a stone right now, you'll probably hit 10 bakers. What is it about you that stands out? What is it about your baking business that stands out? Now, I love this one, which is the 4th one, because I used to do this a lot. Your pricing should not be based on your emotion, but it should be based on confidence and the ingredients that goes into it. I very recently had this customer who said, oh, but this dessert looks so small. Why is it so expensive? And I had to tell this person that the dessert is not priced on the size of it, but the ingredients of it. And this is one of the biggest problems home bakers are facing, is underpricing their products. You're killing the market and you're killing your profits. And the 5th one, there's no repeat structure. You need to let the customers know that they can repeat their orders. You need to give them that sign that they should be ordering from you. I'm very grateful that my first ever customer, I still remember her name, she comes even to my store. Sorry, I got a little too excited. But if your first customer and your customers after that don't keep coming back, that is a problem. You need to understand why that is happening. And see, how many times can your friends and family buy from you? Even if they inform their friends and their mutual friends, how many of them still buy from you? And when it comes to family, there's always this family discount, which is killing your profits. So as usual, here is your homework for today. I feel like a teacher. First thing you need to ask yourself, are you treating your baking business like a business, a hobby, or just a side hustle? Second question, has any stranger ever ordered from you, and have they repeated their order? Third, if your friends and family are ordering from you and you don't have sales from anywhere else, will you be able to make it past 2, 4, or 6 months? Is that even a realistic number? You remember that book I told you about that you're supposed to buy in my previous video? I need you to answer all of these questions in that book so that by the end of all of these videos, you'll have a blueprint for yourself. Now hear me out. You don't lack good recipes or skills. You just lack reach, and you need to put yourself out there to get that reach. And that's it for today. I hope this video helped you. It really helped me. All of these points that I've put across are things that I changed, and I grew my business to what it is right now. So get some clarity about this, work on it, and I'm sure you'll be able to get out of this. Bye!